Hi y'all, today I'm showing you how to make my grandma's southern chicken hash. It's perfect at breakfast time with a fried egg on top. That's how I like it. First up, you need to preheat your oven to 400 degrees, and this is to bake the chicken that goes in the chicken hash. Now we're going to make the brine for the chicken. I take a half a cup of brown sugar, add it to a mixing bowl, and then I take a half a cup of kosher salt, add it to the same mixing bowl, and I measure out 1 cup of boiling water and then pour it on top of the sugar and salt. And I'm going to use a spatula to mix it all together to make sure it's all dissolved. And once I've done that, I add 4 cups of ice to cool down the boiling water and everything. And then I add 3 cups of water, and when all the ice cubes are dissolved, I pour it over the chicken that I've placed in a Dutch oven. This is an 8-quart Dutch oven. And then I put it in the refrigerator with the lid on top for 8 to 12 hours. And once 8 hours have passed, I bring it out, and then I'm going to remove it from the Dutch oven, and I'm going to put it on a baking sheet with a wire rack on top and pat it dry. You want to make sure it's completely dry before you start to cook it. You want the skin to get all nice. And then I just tie the legs together with some kitchen twine. This is cooking safe kitchen twine, by the way. You don't want anything that's not cooking safe or food safe. And I'm placing it in the 400 degree oven for 75 to 90 minutes. Always depends on your oven. And I just clip some rosemary that I'm growing outside. And these are the ingredients you'll need. 2 cups of cooked chicken, 1 to 2 teaspoons of fresh rosemary, 1 medium onion, 1 clove of garlic, 1 red bell pepper, 3 tablespoons of butter, 1 pound of potatoes, salt to taste, pepper to taste. And now I'm just going to finely chop 1 pound of potatoes and put them in water. And I put them in water so they won't go brown. Of course, I don't have the best chopping skills, but I do have to do this by hand. So if I could do it in the food processor, I would, but you can't. And now I'm just finely chopping 1 red bell pepper up. And I cut it into strips, and then I cut those into smaller pieces. It's always the prep work that takes the longest. The actual assembly is lickety-split. And once I finish with this, I just peel 1 clove of garlic, and then I'm going to chop 1 to 2 teaspoons of fresh rosemary. And I say 1 to 2 teaspoons because everybody's different. I like 1 teaspoon. Other people like 2. Just personal preference, so I just put it in there. You can add more if you want. But you do want to chop it very finely. And now I'm moving on to chop 1 medium onion. And of course, I use the food processor. Make my life easier. And over a low-medium flame, I'm adding 1 tablespoon of vegetable oil and 3 tablespoons of butter to a Dutch oven. And I add the chopped onions as well. Once everything's melted, the butter's melted, I add the onions. And then I'm going to add the chopped red bell pepper that I chopped earlier. And then I'm going to add the diced potatoes that I diced. I'm going to mix well. And now I'm going to season with salt and pepper to taste. And then I add a half a cup of water and I stir, and then I put the cover on. Remember, this is a low-medium flame. I'm going to cook the vegetables now. And then I'm moving on to cutting up 2 cups of cooked chicken into bite-sized pieces. It would have been easier if I hadn't let it cool, but I did. It's fine. And so I just cut them up into bite-sized pieces. I like them rather large, but you could finer if you like. It's up to you. So 20 minutes has passed, and I'm going to uncover the vegetables and just test them to make sure they're done. But usually 20 minutes is the time. That's all it takes. Because the potatoes, remember, they're very finely chopped, or I should say diced. I'm adding the fresh rosemary and the minced garlic to this as well. Now, I'm just going to stir, mix well, and then I'm going to add the chicken. So now I'm adding the chicken, and so basically the hash is done now. You can serve it if you want to do it right now. Just stir it and serve it if you'd like. I like to do something different because I think it tastes better if you put it in the refrigerator overnight. And then I put it in a cast iron skillet, and it's like a 350-degree oven in a cast iron skillet with no oil, and I make the bottom all crispy, and I'll show you in a second. So this is what it looks like without doing the cast iron. It's beautiful, it's delicious, but I think overnight storing it and then cooking it in the cast iron skillet works. And I just serve it up. It has beautiful crispy bottoms on it. It's just delicious, like you would get in a restaurant when they have a hash that's been on the skillet. And I usually put a fried egg on top, and it's absolutely delicious. Oh my gosh, it's the best thing ever. You can make it with turkey, roast beef, whatever you want. It's hash. It's delicious. To help our channel grow, we're asking everybody to please like, subscribe, and comment. If you're enjoying our content, and we hope that you are, please consider becoming a subscriber. It doesn't cost you anything, but it does help us out tremendously. We also ask that you please watch the video from beginning to end. This also helps out. It's all because of how the YouTube algorithm works. Otherwise, we stay hidden. All these things are necessary for growth on YouTube, and we want to grow. Thank you all for your help. I post videos every Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays, but I've started to post an extra video every week. With the holidays coming up, we're very excited to be showing you how we celebrate Thanksgiving and Christmas here in the South, with all of our Southern traditions that go back hundreds of years. So please don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss one of our videos. Thank you. Thank you all for watching. We're very grateful to all of our new and old subscribers for supporting us and helping us grow. We know that Hurricane Helene has destroyed lives and communities, affecting so many who live in the South and Southeast, and we encourage you to help those in need by donating to the American Red Cross, the Salvation Army, World Central Kitchen, All Hands and Hearts, AmeriCares, Operation Blessing, and Save the Children. Be blessed.